So here's Richardson, who was just 6 of 17 throwing in the first half. Taylor breaking away. Taylor, touchdown.
Shane came over, talked to me, and said if it's not there, throw it away. So if you kind of look from my perspective, it was there pretty much until 15 to turn to Ed Reed.
You know what I'm saying? I think for the most part, if we dissect that game, every flaw in the team can be summed up. First off, physically, Anthony Richardson is by far, if he stays on pace and he stays healthy and he learns the proper way and we continue to develop him, Anthony Richardson is going to be a top tier quarterback, because the last 2 games showed why. He was a lottery pick in the top 5 selection, top 6 selection whenever they selected him. I think he was number 4. Number 2, those skill sets and those intangibles, those can't be taught. He has the rocket arm. He can scramble. He can make all those weird side throws. We need to get some protection around him. I think the rookie offensive line and the shuffling isn't helping. We need some cohesion on the offensive line. I think we need to get better play calling, getting Jonathan Taylor involved more. I love the design runs. I do not want to see my quarterback take those type of hits, especially when he's already been knocked out of games. For the last part, receivers. Catch the ball. You know what? This goes back to what started the whole Anthony Richardson fiasco when Pat McAfee went on his podcast on ESPN and was like, he's never seen a quarterback tap out. But you didn't pay attention to, in that Texans game, all the plays the receivers dropped, all the balls the receivers dropped. Let me correct myself. They dropped a lot of passes that game. We ain't going to talk about the 6'5", 300-pound D lineman that he threw off his shoulder and scrambled for an additional 20 yards on that play after he tapped out. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, possibly said the wrong things to the media. But for the most part, I think Anthony Richardson has been on point. And sometimes people on the media, inside social media, sports commentary, they overreact a little bit too fast. The man is developing, and I think we got to give him another chance. Now, if we attack some of the other things outside of his control, bargain bin Ballard. If you're still our GM after this season, because again, I always quote, we haven't won a division since you've taken over the helm. And partly I gave the first 3-4 years because Andrew Luck walked away. The rest, you can't win us a damn division. Every other team has won the division at least once since you have taken over, Chris Ballard. So let's start with that. We need to get some depth at cornerback. We need to get some better tight ends. And hey, Josh Downs is definitively our best wide receiver, but we need to get some more playmakers. Adonai Mitchell, I don't even know, why do we waste a 2nd-round pick on him? Does he make plays? It's so sporadic. I love Alec Pierce. He knows his role. Flash in the pan, big plays, stretch the field, get those first down, get those tough catches. Yeah, I like what Alec Pierce brings to the table. Michael Pittman's been hurt this season, and we'll give him a caveat. Our tight ends, Mo Alley Cox, Ogletree, Granson, you're in the NFL, son. Anthony Richardson, young developing quarterback, throws you a dime, a rope, get your name in the paper. Against the Detroit Lions, a perennial and coming of the powerhouse teams currently, you were supposed to catch that dime and you didn't? No, we got to get some tight ends. That's what you need to do, bargain bin Ballard, Chris Ballard, if you're still our GM. If you're still our GM. So let me know in the comments for the shoe chat. And we done with that.